Hi everyone, welcome back. And today we'll do this question called maximum subarray. And this is a question that's rated medium and part of our new sequence of questions that we're trying to do. This is a list of questions that I collected from Reddit and LeetCode 150, LeetCode, all those random lists. But let's jump straight into it. And this question might be a little hard to visualize, but we're using a really important and useful algorithm called Kadane's algo. And this will come handy in not just this question, but in many other types of lead code question as well. This is a pattern that you can try to use for that. And we will go through that in depth later. So this question mainly is saying, given an integer array nums, find a subarray with the largest sum and return its sum. So a subarray is a contiguous non-empty sequence. It's a segment of an array that, and we are trying to find some segment that gives us the largest value. They're not asking us for the segment itself, but they're asking us for which segment gives you or like what is the largest sum that can be returned using this. So some questions that you can ask is like when you have an array like this, if everything was actually positive, the largest sum would just be a sum of the entire thing. The problem now comes if there's negatives inside it. If there's negatives inside the array, that's when we need to find a subsequence of it. And that's why we would need to be a bit more creative. And the brute force method would be to, of course, like see every single combination of the subarray and see like, is this better? Is this better? Is this better? And that is extremely inefficient. And we shouldn't go that direction. And that's why we are going to recommend this thing called Kadane's algorithm. What Kadane's algorithm, the one liner of it is, do we keep adding to the current streak or start a new streak from here? And that's what happens. At each step that we go through, as we go through this list, we keep asking ourselves this question. Should I keep adding this to the current streak or do I start a new streak from here? So let's say I have a current streak, which is 0. So let's just put some visual items to it. Current is 0 and yeah, the maximum is also like the maximum. I have nothing at the moment. The current item will just be like 0 or something. So let's say -2. So the current item that I'm seeing is -2. The current streak is -2. Is this good? I don't know. Like it's just the starting of the sequence. Let's not think too much about it. The maximum, like if we have to choose one, we'll just choose that kind of thing. So that we'll choose -2 as the existing maximum array, and that'll be the maximum value that you can bring out of this. So let's just leave it as it is. Now we'll see 1. Is 1 better off adding to the current streak, or is 1 better on its own? If we add 1, this becomes -1. Is -1 better or 1 better? So 1 is better. So the current will become 1. And the global maximum that we are seeing right now is 1. Like previously it was -2. Now the global maximum is 1. Next item is -3. Is -3 good on its own, or is it working better together with the previous streak? It is working better together with the previous streak. So -3 gives you like -2. -2 is better than -3. So current will be -2 at the moment. At the moment, it will be negative. The current streak is -2. But the global maximum has seen 1 already. So because we need to return the maximum, the sum itself only. So we'll just leave that as it is. Max is 1. We'll keep that as 1. So far, we've seen these 3 items. So next item is 4. So the same question. Is 4 better on its own, or does it work better together with the existing streak, which is this? 4 is better on its own. So because the current streak is -2. So 4 works better, hence we'll replace it with 4. And the global maximum that you're monitoring is 1 versus 4. So 4 wins. Hence we'll keep 4 over here. And the next item is -1. Is -1. So we also start a new streak from now on because this overtook. Really, it's better to start off a new one than to like try to get the help of the previous few items. So 4 works better on its own. We'll start with the new streak right now. So 4, and next we are seeing -1. So does -1 work better on its own or with the previous one? So it's 4 minus 1, it's just 3. 3 does not, 3 works better than -1. So current will now be together with the previous one. but the global maximum doesn't change. Next up is 2. Is 2 better on its own or previous value, which is 4 and minus 1? It is better with together the previous one because the previous one is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. Hence, current is 5. And we're keeping the previous sequence. And the global maximum changes to 5. And likewise, 4 minus 1, 2. Then we see 5. And then we have 1. The same question. 1 better on its own. Yes. No, 1 is not better on its own because together with the previous sequence, we will get 6. And the maximum value changes to 6. Likewise, we just keep going. I'll just finish this. There's only 2 more left. So is minus 5 better on its own or together with the previous? It is better together with the previous. It's 1. So it's 1. It doesn't change the global maximum. And then we see 4. 4 is okay. So is 4 good on its own or better together with the rest? It's better together with the rest, and it's 5. But this doesn't matter already because the global maximum is no longer changing. So even if we traverse through the entire thing, which is O(n) time complexity, we have figured out the maximum. And this is a really efficient way of doing this because we didn't allocate new arrays. We didn't do anything to like traverse the array multiple times. So it's a linear times complexity and constant space complexity. And now we'll just code it out and I'll explain the intuition again. And hopefully that clears things out for people. So at the minimum, we would need one, we will be choosing one item. So max is 1, but current, let's set it to 0 for now. And for I in range, len, nums, we'll do a comparison to check if current plus the existing, is the new item better with the previous streak? Or is the new item better on its own? And whichever value that we get over here, we will do the same thing. We will alter the global maximum through this. At some point, we will see the global maximum and the current be the same. So like current will be at this point, at this point, it'll be 6. So 6 will overtake and the global maximum will be 6. And it'll just keep going on and on. Like, is the new item better together with the previous streak? Or do we start a new streak? So Kadane's algorithm is, do we keep adding to current streak or do we start a new streak? And with that, we are actually done with the question. Like if we just return this now, you'll see that it passes all the test cases. And yep, this is fairly efficient. And in terms of time complexity, this is n time complexity. We did not allocate any extra space for anything except for these 2 variables, which is just pointer references. So it's not a big deal. And max operations between 2 items is not too complex as well. So yeah, this is a fairly efficient algorithm. And like there are some ways to optimize it. We can maybe like if it's a negative value, we don't even need to do the max comparisons. But I think I'm happy with this. It doesn't shave off too much time for me. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one.